Well, bro, I'm reading this book, like Energy, whatever. I forgot the name every time. Uh, Reality Transurfing. I'm reading this book. Right now, I'm in a chapter that talks about like balance and the law of balance, basically, and how it is. In the book, it's talked about like pendulums and how everything is in motion in life. Everything is in motion, like pam, 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 like. The moment you swing it one way, it returns back exactly proportionately as much in the other way. Everything swings in this way, and everything in nature strives towards balance. We know that, but we don't think about it consciously. And what it means that everything strives towards balance is, first of all, in our material world, it's not possible complete balance. It is not something that's observed in our material world, but what we observe it constantly in nature, trying to balance itself out, day and night, life and death, like everything, winter and summer, everything is trying to balance itself out, like work, rest, so have you noticed how sometimes you basically give it your all? For example, you hustle, whatever, like you give it your all to something. There are moments, especially with self-improvement, it's easy to fall into this, and almost everybody falls into it, if not everybody. Like to put excess potential on your work or whatever. Basically what I'm trying to say is, wait, because I'm out here in front of the parliament, then it's always basically what I'm trying to say, bro, is like, how sometimes, for example, you put it your all, okay, right now I'm not gonna jerk off, I'm not gonna go out, I'm not gonna indulge in whatever instant gratifications, I'm not gonna drink, I'm not gonna party, I'm gonna like work out, read books, meditate, not jerk off, not eat sweets, whatever. Do all of the right things, bro, like do your work, do your studies, I'm gonna do everything, and you basically do everything from the right stuff, and yet it gets you nowhere, and it gets you no results, and it doesn't feel fulfilling at all. Wow. At the same time, there are guys who just, for example, let's say we're working out. You try to eat good, and you try to, like, you measure your calories, whatever, MyFitnessPal, you strictly follow a diet, you go 6 days in the gym working out, whatever, like strictly this many reps of this exercise because this activates hypertrophy in this specific way, and I'm gonna eat 2 raw eggs after the workout and a spoon of honey before the workout, and blah blah, and my rest should be specifically 43 seconds between sets. All of this creates is puts extra importance on something that shouldn't be that important, and it signals nature two things. Nature wants to fix this excess importance because it creates imbalance. So in this situation, you either, basically, that's why nature is pulling you back away from your goal, basically, from your goal of being like being muscular or whatever you train for, Well, at the same time, there's this other friend of yours who basically goes out, drinks, smokes, like doesn't sleep, very well, like sleeps from 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. You know, something like that. Isn't strict at all on eating, like eats shit. Goes a couple times a week to the gym, but is more strong than you and looks better than you and makes faster progress than you. Why do you think that is? Or for example, I can give this example with everything, with your studies. The nerd who studies whole month before the exam, studies everything, you know, this and that must be perfect, 5 hours a day studying, whatever. And me who, like, fuck all, you know, maybe tries to borrow a student's book before, like 10 minutes before the exam or something. The nerd gets 5, I get 450, like 4.5, you know, which is basically the same score. Why do you think this happens? Like, the universe doesn't like excess importance. And it always tries to fix it, to fix this imbalance you create by putting too much importance on something. You know, and that's nothing crazy, you know, everybody knows that, but nobody thinks anything of it. Nobody thinks any of it, you know. Oh fuck, what a nice BMW, bro. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Like, there's been times where, you know, I'm trying to do all the right things, especially with self-improvement, like sleep good, read, meditate, whatever, not go out, not indulge in bad habits. And then when I go out, I go to school, for example, and I see a guy who indulges in bad habits. Like, I see a guy who goes party, who smokes weed, who, like, all the things, you know, doesn't sleep well, whatever. But he has all the things I want. Like, I'm in self-improvement so I can be better than others, and I don't know, become a high-value man. Why do I want to become a high-value man? A high-value man to attract girls, to be better than others, to, you know, yeah, basically these are the two main things. I go to school and I see the guy who indulges in all the bad habits, and he gets the bitches, and he's the leader of the group. You know, this is all because of excess importance. You create imbalance. That's why the universe doesn't give you what you want.